Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dalaran, and we've had some great breaking news happening just recently. It looks like the Blizzard press kit has been leaked and Wowhead snagged it ASAP. So we have quite a lot of information to take a look at for future patches of World of Warcraft, potentially talking about patch 9.1. It doesn't exactly say that all this is part of 9.1, but this is most likely going to be talked about during BlizzCon. They talked about Shadowlands, as well as flying, as well as TBC, and how that will be rolling out. So I wanted to cover in this video an early look at what it looks like it will be talked about tomorrow for BlizzCon, but I am just too excited to see what's going to be announced tomorrow. But all this stuff so far, I took a very early look, and all of this looks quite interesting. So first things first, let's dive into TBC. It looks like TBC is officially confirmed, and we even have a bit more information of how TBC will work. So it looks like TBC will be progressive realm, as in your classic character will progress into the TBC expansion. However, if you want to stay perma classic, you will be able to transfer that character to a classic realm. So TBC is going to have a lot of new things, like the arena PvP system will be joining. You have the whole new world of Outland, a lot of class changes, a lot of talent changes, where a lot of meme specs actually became kind of viable and in some cases usable inside of raids, dungeons, as well as PvP. It's a basically vanilla plus in a sense, and you can start preparation for your characters that you want to play in TBC if you, let's say, want to change a different faction to join your friends, or maybe you want to play a whole new class just to try something new. You can start leveling those characters on servers right now, and those servers will progress into TBC servers after a bit of time. Now let's talk about what might be a new patch for World of Warcraft: Chains of Domination, potentially in 9.1, but we have no idea as of this moment if this is a confirmation. But it looks like we defeated Sardonathrius, and we'll be now setting into the Maw, into Chains of Domination, the patch, the first major upcoming content patch for World of Warcraft. Some of the things that they have highlighted for this patch is discover the mysteries of Korthia. The jailer searches for a key to fulfill his twisted designs and has pulled a fragment of a long-lost domain into the Maw itself to find it. Seek answers inside ancient Korthia, the city of secrets, and engage in new quests and outdoor activities. Very interested to see what this is going to be like, because this isn't one of those zones that's been in WoW previous lore, or if I remember correctly, I don't think we've had Korthia as something in WoW lore before. So this is going to be a brand new zone with a lot of creativity behind it. But with how creative they were with some of the zones in Shadowlands, I'm actually very excited to see what the zone is going to be like. The Covenants strike back. With the strength of the Kyrian, Night Fae, Necrolord, and Bente restored, embark on a campaign to unite the four Covenants and together launch assault on the Jailer's home territory. Now, they also mentioned that apparently you're going to have more cosmetics in terms of transmog that you can collect for some of these Covenants and Covenant upgrades, like the cosmetic gear, for example. We have no confirmation if this is going to be cosmetic gear that you'll be able to wear for all characters, or if this is cloth pieces, leather pieces, or if these are just cosmetics you'll be able to wear so you can look like a clothy Necrolord Necromancer, but you're still rocking that plate gear underneath as a warrior, or anything like that. But the gear does look good. We'll find out probably more during BlizzCon itself, but it does look very interesting. Raid the Sanctum of Domination. Brave treacherous unexplored reaches of Torghast in a new 10-boss raid, the Sanctum of Domination. Encounter the true eye of the Jailer, turn the tide against the Taragru, and come face to face with the Banshee Queen. So we have a raid confirmed. But it's a Torghast themed raid, so I'm hoping with this 9.1 we'll also see a lot of Torghast upgrades, and maybe we might even be able to use something gimmicky in one of the fights. I could totally see Blizzard doing something like you are able to use anima powers in one of the fights, maybe one of the earlier fights that isn't like the end game boss, but just something more fun, more interesting, or creative. I think that would be kind of cool, but we'll have to find out more information again during BlizzCon. New Mega Dungeon, Tazavesh, the Veiled Market. Gather your party and discover exotic wares and strange creatures in an 8-boss mythic Mega Dungeon set in a bazaar of mysterious brokers, culminating in a high-stakes heist to steal powerful artifacts from Azeroth. Now, I have no idea what this powerful artifacts thing could be all about, but I think this sounds kind of fun. To be honest, it sounds something different. It's a heist dungeon, which with the brokers, which they're still very mysterious, but the screenshot we have does make it look like the bazaar is a very colorful place. so probably we'll have very colorful characters with very interesting quests and very interesting objectives inside of there. Very interesting what this might look like. But it's a mega dungeon like Karazhan back in Legion or Mechagon or BFA, so it's probably going to be done on Mythic 0 as a full dungeon and will be split into 2 for Mythic Pluses. So in a sense, that's kind of like 2 Mythic Plus dungeons for us to do. And of course, there is more. Shadowlands new raid, new dungeons, Season 2 PvP stuff, as well as Mythic Plus stuff, with a new affix themed around Jailer's power. Don the new Covenant cosmetic armor of any class can wear, expand the powers of your soulbinds and conduits, add new mounts and pets to your menagerie, unlock flying as we talked about earlier. All this stuff sounds really exciting. I am actually so hyped to check out what some of this content is gonna look like, as in terms of the zones, in terms of the experience, in terms of the gear, and I'm pretty sure a lot of the information will be revealed during BlizzCon itself, so that's going to be extra exciting as we'll get even more details. But some of the screenshots actually look fantastic in terms of where we might be going in this expansion, as well as the mogs for the Covenants. I do wonder if they'll have one for cloth, plate, leather, or if there's just going to be like one iconic set that you can get. But it looks like they're going to be adding more stuff to Covenants as well. I'm very interested to see what that'll look like in terms of the actual gameplay uses out of it, as it looks like Blizzard is going to be doing more Covenant bouncing in 905. And I wonder what other major features they'll add into 9.1, since Covenants are not directly tied to player power. They, I mean, I guess in a sense are part of player power, but also not really. The soulbinds as well as the conduits are part of the player power progression, but a lot of it isn't tied to any kind of AP grind. So a lot of it is kind of unlocked over time as you get renown, which can be farmed up in a single day or can be done over time. And we are very close to capping on our renown. But a good portion of the Covenant stuff has a lot of cosmetics, has a lot of collectibles, has a lot of other external things which are not linked to player power. And I don't wonder what other of these cosmetics and collectibles that Blizzard might add going forward in 9.1, as I'm pretty sure they have a lot of big ideas with the storylines of the Covenants themselves and some of the different rewards you might be able to get and the reward structure for it. So overall, I'm very excited what that'll look like in the future. So let me know in the comments below, guys, what do you think about all of these updates? I wanted to put up this video as early as I could before BlizzCon itself. By the time you're watching this video, next day we'll be streaming the actual BlizzCon event, and we'll be reacting to every bit of content available and covering it in future videos. But thank you guys so much for popping into this video. I really do hope you guys enjoyed. You let me know what you think about BlizzCon and what is the most exciting part that are you excited about for 9.1, potentially 9.1. Could it be the flying, the Covenant updates, the new content like the dungeons and the raid, or the new zones? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see all of you in the next one.